regular type life. That's your life.
My life? No, my life.
No, my life's a disaster zone.
I got a wife. We're passing each other on the downslope of a marriage. My third.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
Good afternoon, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, stand-up comedian, entertainer, director, and producer of boxing documentaries, and internet troll to those who need internet trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comments section. I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. Now, if you are a detractor and it is your nature to detract, I encourage you to do so. But just know, if you get out of pocket in my comment section,
oh, wow! Wow!
I'm going to deal sternly with you. I am a troll's troll, and trolling me will not be tolerated. So anyway, I wanted to discuss the age-old topic of men and women. It's a timeless subject, and it's something that will never get old because men and women will always see things differently. It's like the Army and the Navy game. You have the Army on one side cheering for their guys. You have the Navy on the other side cheering for their side. But at the end of the day, we're all family, just cheering for different teams. But anyway, right? I've said all that to say this. If I haven't learned anything in my 54 years of living, I learned that women hate it when men leave them. Now, a woman can leave you every day of the week and twice on Saturday. But if you leave them, oh my God, they absolutely, positively hate that shit. But sometimes, guys, you got to take a walk. If it gets too hot in the kitchen, you got to get out. If it gets too tough, sometimes you got to take a knee. And if you don't take a knee, sometimes you just got to tap the fuck out. Now, let me tell you something. I got more years in a relationship than I've been alive. 2 wives, 28 years, a handful of girlfriends and mistresses and side chicks. Hell, I got one girlfriend. Her and I have been back and forth since 1983. My very first girlfriend. Me and this woman, we have damn near 37 years together, on and off. Man, you add that 37 to the 58, shit, what's that, like 65 years or some shit like that? But my point is, I've got a lot of experience when it comes to the opposite sex. So when I talk about relationships, I'm talking from experience. Now, I'm not a dating coach. I'm just a guy who has known the pleasures and the companionship of the opposite sex. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I have thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not jaded. I love women. I love women now as we speak. Love the ground that they walk on. But I recognize one thing. Women are the opposing team. But I said all that to say this, guys. I was thinking about what happened with Will Smith.
Oh, wow! Wow! Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude!
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
And even though I am furious at Will Smith, when I reflect on what's happened in the aftermath, I can't help but feel sorry for the poor guy. Why? Because Jada Pinkett is worrying that Negro to death. What you saw was a reaction of years and years and years of stress. You got a man, He's trying to make a woman happy, and whatever he does, he never meets her approval. I've been listening to a lot of stuff that has transpired between Will and Jada, and it's just heart-wrenching that Will didn't have a higher level of self-preservation so that he can get out of that toxic situation. Now, guys, we can't do nothing for Will, but I can do something for anyone out there who's interested in listening to what I'm talking about. And what I'm talking about is this. Gentlemen, if you're not careful, women will kill your ass. Now, in some cases, they will literally kill your fucking ass for whatever reason. They might kill your ass because they caught you cheating. They might kill your ass because they got a huge insurance policy on your ass. They might kill your ass for any one of a number of reasons. Literally. But figuratively, when you first meet a chick, what does she try to do? She tries to fuck every ounce of strength out of you so that you cannot go out there and fuck nobody else. That's how they think. And then as you guys get tight and you become her boo, what's the next thing happens? She starts talking your ass to death. They can't help it. That's how God wired them. She's normally talking about some shit that she wants that's going to put a strain on you in some way, shape, or form. And guess what happens next? She starts trying to work your ass to death. And then after she works you to death, she will start worrying you to death. Now, check this out. And I'm sure most intelligent people know this. Do you know that in most relationships that women outlive the men? Now, we're not talking about in the cases where you got a woman that might marry a guy that's 5 to 10 years older than them. But in most cases, when you have two people and they're relatively the same age, the woman usually outlives the man. Why? Because it's less stress on the woman than it is on the man. And if you're a black man, shit, your ass already lose 10 years off your life as soon as you get married. But on a serious note, I'm not trying to condemn relationships or condemn women because I love the opposite sex. Hey, I'm making a video and I'm sharing some of my experiences because if I don't know nothing else, I know how to be a husband. I know how to be a boyfriend. I know how to be a side dude. I know how to be a trick. And I know how to be a giant. I know damn near every aspect of being with women. Hell, I even done some pimping before by default. I didn't mean to do it. It was something that just fell in my life. But it's something that I did. I'm neither bragging about it. I'm neither complaining about it. I'm just talking about what happened to me in my life while trying to build my channel. But I said all that to say this. Guys, let me tell you something. I've had friends who have gone through all kind of changes with the opposite sex. One friend of mine, this guy, he had a spirited argument with his wife. And would you believe, right there in the middle of the argument, he dropped dead? Shit, we don't even got to guess who won that argument. But my point is, this woman literally killed his ass. I got another friend. This motherfucker had 2 strokes and lost his kidneys. Going back and forth, the stress of a marriage. Now, let me tell you something. They say through sickness and in health, till death, till we part. Let me tell you something, guys. A woman will not kill Xander Hobson. Fuck that. I'm not going to let it happen. Now, I done buried one wife. So I done did through sickness and in health, through good times and in bad, till death, till we part of marriage. And let me tell you something. My first wife was sickly. She had lupus and kidney failure. And that was my girl. That was my friend. But again, she died due to health complications. And I'm sure if she wouldn't have died the way she did owing to her sickness, she probably would have buried me because the woman was worrying me to death. Now, this brings me to my current wife, who I love dearly. But we're just not together because, man, this woman was worrying me to death. And as a result of that, I had to get the fuck out of there. Again, relationships are hard, guys. And as a man, you have to be careful because women, if you're not careful, they will fuck you to death. They will talk you to death. They will work you to death, and they will worry you to death. And sometimes, guys, sometimes a relationship gets so bad, you have to say to your wife, sweetheart, I'm going to the store and get me a pack of cigarettes. I'll be right back. She might say, well, I didn't even know you smoke. I just started. But my point is, sometimes you got to get out of there because at the end of the day, self-preservation is the law of the land, and you cannot love someone more than you love yourself.
This is my friend Ralph.
You didn't tell me what... Oh my God. Look, this had nothing to do with me. I didn't know. I'm terribly sorry.
What are you sorry about? Sit down.
Don't you even get angry?
I'm angry. Yeah? I'm very angry, Ralph. You know, you can ball my wife if she wants you to. You can lounge around here on her sofa in her ex-husband's dead tech postmodernistic bullshit house if you want to. But you do not get to watch my fucking television set.
Sadly, our brother Will Smith is a shining example of what not to do. And guys, we might can't do nothing to save Will Smith's ass. But I tell you what, you gotta use Will Smith as an example to save your ass because you only get one life and you cannot let some woman kill your ass and then after you die, she's sitting up in that funeral crying, thinking about your goddamn insurance money, thinking about your pension money, and thinking about the next nigga who she gonna enjoy spending your money and your pension with. So, with that said, I hope that I touch somebody out there. I'm pretty much trying to build my channel while sharing my own personal experiences. But at the end of the day, folks.
Guy told me one time, don't let yourself get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner.
I'm done with it. Bam!
A little boy climbed an apple tree. He stole an apple, then two, then three. And when he started to climb back down, he slipped and he landed on the ground. Up jumped the devil. Up jumped the devil. And every time he turned around, up jumped the devil and the white knight